Okay, so the question is, do I think about boredom when writing training plans? And answer is yeah, I definitely do because, I think if you ask any coach what kind of the most crucial element is for really anyone in their training, it's going to be consistency. Really, nothing else matters if the training isn't consistent. And so, um, something that I am thinking about when I'm writing training is what can I do? What are the pieces that are within my control to help an athlete be consistent? And certainly making sure that they're not feeling bored by the training is one piece of that. So, kind of, excuse me, the first things that I'm considering are like the, someone's time, work, family, kind of logistical pieces that are going to allow them to be able to get the training done. And then once those logistical pieces are met, I'm thinking about what's going to make this training fun. And that's really going to vary athlete to athlete. And that's kind of one component of customizing coaching. And certainly boring training isn't fun. And, certain workouts that might feel one person might get bored after doing the same workout, 5 times. Another person, it might take them 10 or 20 times before they're bored. And some people are just can really handle monotony and they might never get bored of the same workout. Or, one person might be bored of a workout after doing it once because they just don't enjoy that particular workout. And so it is my job as a coach to kind of figure out what is going to be not boring for that person. And a lot of that is really especially true this time of year. If you live where we do in Salt Lake and you're riding the trainer, that virtually it's a lot easier to be bored when you're riding the trainer than when you're getting outside. And the reality is, we have a lot of boxes that we're trying to check in the course of kind of training this time of year. The goals are pretty similar for most people in terms of what we're after, but the workouts can look pretty different in order to accomplish the same goals. Or, we can kind of vary the goals depending on what works for a person. And so basically my point is that there's a lot of ways to accomplish what we need to this time of year. So making sure that somebody isn't feeling bored is it's just not that hard to do because there's so many ways that we can get done what we need to. My goal is always to make sure that people get to March, April, get to springtime, get to the fun training, feeling fresh and excited. And, I've personally been through, and I know people who've been through, you work really hard all winter and you're incredibly dedicated and you get to March and April feeling really burnt out because mentally, emotionally, whether you're bundling up and kind of suffering through really cold rides or you are toiling away on the trainer, either of those things can really lead to burnout pretty quickly, even if the physical toll isn't as demanding. And so we try to keep things fresh and fun to the extent that we can in order to get to March, April, feeling really excited to be able to get outside and train. So, yeah, I think it's a coach's job to be sensitive to all of those things and ensure that an athlete the training is always fun and exciting and not boring.